Live from the Fox 29 studios, this is Good Day Philadelphia.
I have something that's just amazing. Okay, you want to smooth your neck because maybe it betrays your age. Dr. Bloom has something you're going to like. Non-invasive, not that expensive compared to the other options. We'll talk about it. And thank you for being a good sport.
You know, I've been worried about this turkey neck for a few months now.
You don't have a turkey neck.
Man, on certain shots I do.
Well, people, especially women, we're always trying to find ways to look fresher and improve our look.
Yep.
But now there's a new item on the menu.
For your face and your neck, Jen.
They say that you don't have a turkey neck, but if you do, we know where to check you in. Dr. Bloom, good morning.
Good morning, Jen.
Okay, so we're going to talk about a couple things. So as to not get confusing, we have a beautiful video that you've provided for us, right?
Absolutely.
What is the procedure that we're talking about as we roll this first video?
The procedure we're talking about is called Thermi Tight by Thermi Aesthetics. And what it does is it utilizes a cannula, which is basically a blunt kind of needle that goes underneath the surface of the skin, and it tightens the fibrous kind of connections there, making additional collagen and tightening down loose muscle and loose skin of the neck.
It makes it hot in underneath, right?
Exactly. One of the problems with some of the previous radiofrequency devices is it had to get really hot to penetrate the temperature or the heat energy all the way through the surface of the skin to get to the bottom layer, which we wanted it. What this does is we put the radio frequency or the heat energy exactly where we want, underneath the surface of the skin.
So we're calling this micro-invasive. It's more than a facial, but not a neck lift.
Exactly. This is someone who has a little bit of loose skin, neck muscle laxity, and they don't want a big neck lift surgery, which has, you know, downtime costs associated with it. This we do in the office, takes about an hour, and the patients have very, very minimal downtime. It's a whole new class of treatments, this micro-invasive, we're calling it.
Okay, and then you put a chin strap on, and we have some before and afters. Chin strap on, maybe they do it on a Friday, they can be back to work by Monday.
Absolutely.
And that thing you would do just once. This is not like a repeat deal.
Right, that's a one and done kind of procedure. Some people may need a touch up like years later.
Okay, so then we have this lovely lady, and good morning to you.
Good morning.
And you're doing something a little bit different. It's the same machine.
Exactly.
It's just a little less invasive than the micro-invasive.
Right, and so we're going to kind of like demonstrate this. This is called Thermi Smooth. What this does, and if you want to see, we actually can start heating up the skin.
And this is sort of what you were talking about before. You wish that it could go in farther, but this is just
This is more
a little.
Exactly. This is more of a maintenance type procedure, and we're kind of heating up the skin, and I'm watching the monitor.
And Tom, if you can even look at the monitor, you can see how hot you're getting. Why is that important?
It's important because we like to monitor the surface of the skin. What it does is it allows us to see exactly the temperatures and exactly how hot her skin is getting. We want to get it up to certain temperatures to make sure that we're actually providing a result to her, but we know that we're not going to burn her or something like that because we're constantly monitoring the temperature. And you can actually see on her neck, and when I look at the monitor, it's still hot, and it's kind of doing its job.
Okay, and so when we look at the monitor, I think we're so used to seeing the monitors that show like skin damage or sun damage.
Exactly.
That instead on the monitor is just showing that it's cool. So her nose and the gel, it's just because the gel's a little chilly.
Right. Additionally, when we do the Thermi Tight, the neck procedure, we have really two safety mechanisms. We can look at the screen and see what the surface temperature to the skin is, but additionally, this is the cannula or the small needle that kind of goes behind the ear, and we lay it down underneath the surface of the skin, and it also checks the temperature at the tip, so we know exactly what is the deep temperature, not just the superficial skin temperature.
I love it. Okay, Mike, Alex, pretty fantastic. Thank you so much for
passing on
through that.
But
You'll just stick with
Really?
your turkey neck?
well, that
Well, you can get the rubby on the
needle
tummy.
in a neck. Okay.
Brave soul, brave
Thank
soul. All right, 8:35.